the United States education system. What do you expect if you go there? Probably the Socratic method. Probably some of the smartest people in the world educating you on how to think, how to become an intellectual. Those are the expectations. Now let's look at the reality.
She did grab my camera.
Oof. Can you imagine just how serious that was? It risked his life to lower the mask in order to shout harder. He, she, they, them, zer, here, zirconium. Yes, this is the absolute state of the US education system, and I want to show you something that was provided to me by one of my subscribers from 2020. Teachers at the prestigious Dalton School in Manhattan. Do you know how much it costs to get that tuition? $58,000 per year. At least that was in 2020. Ever since the inflation, I think prices have gone up considerably. So this is what the teachers demanded. Okay, there was a war, a conflict. The teachers have won, and now they have demands from the victor to the loser. Listen to this. The hiring of 12 exclamation mark, and this is probably the most important, numero uno, full-time diversity officers. How can you have diversity without the officers? Do they carry guns? I think they carry guns. I mean, without diversity officers, you have uniformity. Unity, that is weakness. We need strength. An additional full-time employee whose entire role is to support black students who come forward with complaints. So you have a place for complaints for the black students, and I guess like the Asians, the Hispanics, the white have a different place. But not like that full employee, he is laser focused. Hiring of multiple psychologists, not just one, multiple, with specializations on the psychological issues affecting ethnic minority populations. I think those are quite rare because you can only recruit them from the English-speaking world. Like, I don't know if you study that in China. Like, do they have psychologists with issues affecting ethnic minority populations in China? And if you do, can you hire them in the US? They probably need additional training, right? Pay off student debt of incoming black faculty. I love this one the most. Like, just flat out extortion. Just give us cash. Just flat out. I have to say, I do think that the schools should be the ones paying for student debt. Why not? If you're going to teach garbage in, you need to pay for the garbage out. Like, if you're going to have courses on lesbian dancing master instructors, you know, a very important profession for the well-being and development of society, but unfortunately the economy just cannot handle so many lesbian dancing master trainers, and as such they're going to end up being unemployed with student debt. And then people are like, oh well, why don't the citizens, why don't the government pay for the student debt? No, the university should pay, the schools should pay, because they are the ones that taught them useless stuff, right? So this is something that I agree. Yes, pay off student debt, but not just to black, to everybody. Everybody should have their student debt paid by the school. Reroute 50% of all donations to New York City public schools. Like, again, more extortion. Your money is now our money. We get to this. This is exactly what happens in warfare. Like, after you lose, the victor gets to have demand reparations. Elimination of AP courses if black students don't score as high as white. Well, I'm pretty sure that this is not going to encourage the students to score low. I don't know about you, but when I was in school, I really didn't like courses at all. I was forced to go to school. I was compelled. And if you were to tell me, look, if you get a low grade, they will eliminate the course, do you think I would study? Do you think I would? No, I would not. But also, I love this very important ideology coming from the American universities where standardized tests are evil. So, for example, if you want to hire people to move boxes at Amazon. And you have a course, it's like, okay, this is a very heavy box. I want you to show me that you can lift it. Now, first off, obviously, it's not the entire population of the world that's going to apply. So you may end up with 10 people that applied. 2 of them may be women. And let's say, for the sake of the argument, no woman manages to lift the box. And at the end of the day, you end up with only men that lift it. Do you know what that means? It means that your test is misogynistic. You sexist pig. So you need to get rid of the test. Now, by getting rid of the test, you cause a problem. You're going to end up with people who couldn't lift the box, doing a job that requires box lifting. They may get injured, themselves or someone else. This is what this ideology does, because you're not fixing the problem. The way to fix the problem would be like, all right, you really want to hire some women. Okay, well, give them money to go to the gym, to work out, to be able to lift the box. And when they can lift the box, then they can safely work at the Amazon warehouse. But we don't do that. Instead, we're just going to pretend that the test is the problem. Apparently, public anti-racism statements required from all employees. It's like Scientology, right? You need to confess your sins. Mandatory community and diversity days to be held throughout the year. Required anti-bias training to be conducted every year for all staff and parent volunteers. Like, this ideology will say something very interesting. So, for example, if you identify as a gender, you cannot have society to tell you that you are not who you identify as, because that's harmful. It makes people depressed. It makes them suffer anxiety. So if a person identifies as something, there is no way that someone else can force them to feel different, right? That is what this ideology says. But at the same time, they say that there exists some type of training that can remove your biases. So a bias is something that goes even deeper than thought. So you have like the surface thoughts, the ones that you're currently thinking of. But those surface thoughts are like by some deeper programming that you're not even aware of. And it's so like deeply ingrained in your personality. But luckily, you can have like anti-bias training, which uses like the thetans, something that even the military doesn't use. Like, this is some deep level psychological shit. Like, they use psychic manipulation in order to remove your anti-bias. Of course, in exchange for cash. I mean, these people are very well paid to make their anti-bias trainings. Mandatory minority representative, otherwise elective student leadership roles. Mandatory diversity plot lines in school plays. So if you're playing something to do with Shakespeare, if you're playing The Last Samurai, you can't have authenticity. No, you need to have diversity. And this is the one that I love the most. Overhaul of entire curriculum to reflect the diversity narratives. So notice how nothing here, like literally nothing here, is designed to help students find a better job, to help them be better intellectuals, to help them think for themselves more. That is not the concern anymore. The concern is how can we give more money to people who are promoting this ideology, the priestly class, the anointed ones, right? So like you have someone that's like, oh, I will fix racism, just put me in charge. I will fix racismus, just give me more than $58,000 a year, right? And that person needs to be placed in a position of power, and this is how it's being done. Of course, at the detriment of quality education, because it's not about education anymore. It's about controlling what people think. Thought policing. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section.